In this video, we're going to look at solving linear equations. So before attempting this lesson, just make sure you're comfortable with the general order of operations and how to deal with negatives. All right, so the first thing is, what is a linear equation? We're going to talk about a lot of different types of equations throughout the year. So knowing what a linear equation is will tell you kind of how to solve it. So a linear equation is kind of the simplest equation we'll talk about. There's just no weird stuff happening with the x. All right, so there's no exponents, there's no weird things you haven't seen before. It's just kind of a basic equation with an x. All right, so which of these are linear? All right, 3x plus y equals 4. If you look at that, x is just kind of got a number in front of it. That's nothing crazy. All right, that is a linear equation. X plus x squared equals 3. As soon as you see an exponent on x, it's already a more complicated type of equation. You have to solve it in a different way. So this is not linear. 4x plus 7 equals 16x plus 3. All right, there's two different x's, but neither one of them has anything kind of weird going on. There's just some numbers next to it. So that is also a linear equation. The square root of x minus 3 equals 4. Well, the square root is something different that's happening with the x, so that is nonlinear. 3x minus 1 over x plus 6 equals 32. All right, there's nothing weird going on with the x other than the fact that there's a fraction. All right, and since there's a fraction, it's not a linear equation. All right, there's some extra stuff that's kind of different. All right, you could solve this one in a kind of similar way, but it's not linear. This one, 1/2 x minus 7 equals 5/4. There is a fraction that's 1/2, but it's not the x that's in the fraction. It's right in front of the x. All right, so this one is also linear. All right, so when I just see that kind of single x with nothing else kind of going on, that's what we mean when we say a linear equation. Another easy way to check, graph it. If it's a line, then it's a linear equation. All right, so what's our general strategy for solving a linear equation? Again, each type of equation has a slightly different strategy, linear being kind of most straightforward. And the way we solve an equation is we isolate the x. That just means get it by itself on one side. So we want to have x equals and then some number or some stuff on the right-hand side. That's how you know you've solved an equation for that variable. The other thing is I don't want to have any other x's on the other side of the equation because then it's not isolated, it's not by itself. All right, so in terms of linear equations, we do this by undoing all the other things around x until we get that x by itself. All right, so here's kind of a step-by-step guide you could follow to solve linear equations. So the first thing you want to do is just simplify both sides of the equation. That way it's a little bit easier to work with. There's extra parentheses or anything like that. All right, simplify it so those aren't there anymore. All right, you're going to move all the x terms to one side. All right, so let's just say like the left-hand side, put all the terms that have an x on one side and all the non-x terms on the other side. In general, when we're talking about linear equations, those will just be numbers. Then once all the x terms are on one side, there might be an extra thing next to the x, so you might have to divide to get your final answer. All right, so those are some general steps that'll get you to where you can solve a linear equation. Again, it's always kind of weird seeing it in words, so let's do an example. All right, 3x minus 6 equals 12. All right, so we want to get the x by itself. So again, this is x. We want that by itself. All right. So the first thing we do, can we simplify either side of the equation? No. All right, so we go on to the next step, which is getting the x's on one side and the numbers on the other. So this term, 3x, has an x. This term, 6, does not, and 12 does not. All right, so we want to get these red boxes on one side, the green box on the other. So the easiest way to get that 6 on the other side is right now it's minus 6. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Now on the left-hand side, because these cancel, I just get 3x. On the right-hand side, I have 12 plus 6 is 18. And now I want to get rid of this 3 because I want the x all by itself. How do I get rid of the 3? Right now it's being multiplied by x, so I divide both sides by 3. And now the x is by itself, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. All right, so our final answer is x equals 6. All right, one way you can always check your answer is by taking this value for x and plugging it back in, and this equal sign should make sense. So 3 times 6 is 18. 18 minus 6 is 12, and 12 is equal to 12. That's how you know you got it correct. All right, 2x plus 4 equals 7x minus 8. Okay, there's no like terms or parentheses or anything, so I can't simplify. So now I go on and identify the terms that have an x and the terms that do not have an x. And I want to get these kind of red things, the things with the x on one side, the blue things on the other side. All right, and again, two different ways to do it. You can move x's left or move x's right. It's up to you. Let's just move x's left for this example. So to get that 7x to the other side, I have to subtract it from both sides. And I want to get that 4 to the right-hand side, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. And you can do this in 2 steps if you're more comfortable, but just with the colors, you can see it nicely in 1 step. I have 2x minus 7x is negative 5x. And again, the 4's cancel out. On the right-hand side, the 7x is canceled out, and I get negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12. And I'm almost there. This x is almost by itself. I just need to get rid of this negative 5 by dividing, because right now it's being multiplied. The opposite of multiplication is division. The negatives cancel, and I get 12 over 5 as my final answer. And don't be like scared or anything that you get a fraction as your final answer. It's perfectly acceptable for a fraction to be your answer. All right. For this example, you'll see there are some parentheses. All right, so we can simplify a bit. All right, we have 3 times x minus 4 on the left. The right-hand side we can't simplify. Just remember, you distribute numbers into parentheses. So this 3 is going to get multiplied by both those things in parentheses. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And the right-hand side is the same. All right, so you can simplify a bit. All right, if you see those parentheses or things like that, our x terms are terms that do not have an x. All right, we just move x's to the left, so let's move x's to the right. So I want to get this 3x to the other side, so I get rid of it by subtracting it on both sides. I want to get this 6 to the left, so I'm going to add that on both sides. And see, the 3x's go away. Negative 12 plus 6 is negative 6. 5x minus 3x is 2x, and the 6's go away. I want to get that x by itself, so now I need to get rid of that 2. Opposite of multiplication is division. And that gives me my x by itself, and negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. All right, so negative 3 is my final answer for this problem. Here's one for you to try on your own. All right, solve 2x plus 4 equals 10. Again, just make sure you understand the basics of solving a linear equation. So I'll show you the solution in 3, 2, 1. And the solution is x equals 3. And again, one thing you can do if you're doing this on a test or something is you can always check your answer by plugging this number back in. So I plug in that, I get 6 plus 4, and that's 10. All right, so it does make the equal sign true. That's how you know it's an actual solution. All right, so go ahead and practice this skill in the practice problems. Just make sure you are comfortable with solving linear equations. This is something you have to do throughout pretty much your whole math career, specifically this year. So just make sure you're comfortable with solving linear equations and the basics of moving things around and equal sign.